thinking about it, okay, so those tires are 2012, so they're only 3 years old actually.
Actually, running time.
Running time. And they look so good. I wouldn't.
No, I mean, and you can see how smooth they are.
I know. You know, and these are like 16 ply in the front.
Oh, they're all the same.
Because the front axles are actually supposed to be heavier duty than the back axles. I read up on it. You know, where these are supposed to be 16,000 GVW per tire, and those are 14 or 12 GVW per tire. So you think they're all the same?
They're all the tires are the same, exactly the same.
Wow. Well, man, I hope I'm only a week away.
Maybe so.
You know.
Maybe so.
Well, you know, it's been, I don't bore you with the story, but the first appraisal guy does the appraisal a couple weeks ago. Then he quits his job. And then doesn't put the paperwork in.
Yeah.
So that's what actually happened to the first appraisal. So we never got it. So that's why we're having one so late in the realm of possibilities for this, you know, because it should have been done a long time ago.
Has it already been appraised?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The second one's already been appraised?
Last Monday, yeah. So we'll know something today. I told my realtor, man, I said, look, you need to call, you need to do something with this, you know, because it's not right to keep us waiting 3 weeks for an appraisal, you know, to come through. It's only because of what they're doing. You got this at a different angle.
Yeah, I got a little crooked getting in here this time.
So that gives you a little more room on the other side.
Yeah.
Can we get back to the other side real quick? Do you mind?
Mm-hmm.
You want to go back this way or that way?
It does.
Which way is easier for you?
Probably around that way will be easier.
Okay. Yeah, we got to get those levelers back down.
Nah, they're fine.
They're fine? Now, what's the alarm like if those are down?
It's just going with that right there.
All of those alarms are about the same. And this is the original buyer here.
I'm thinking so.
This is the famous blue box that they're all talking about. You got to have with the bluebird, huh? I'm just kind of still confused about that pressure system on the tank. I don't get it. On the holding tank, they won't run off. Your dog?
No, he won't. That's so crazy.
Well, you won't
tell him what she'll do.
Really? You want to close the gate? Okay. Well, let me let you go in first. This is still tight, huh? Where are you going to put her in her place?
I don't know yet. I've checked on a couple.
They're all talking about the pre-frost. Is that all that goes?
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't go up any higher?
They're talking about what?
The pre-frost coaches that are supposed to be better than...
Oh, the Prevost.
Prevost.
They're I'm not going to say they're any better, but they're just more expensive.
Okay, so how does this work?
There's no air, so...
Okay.
So, like when you're going to dump, you've got this all hooked up.
That's where your...
Underneath here, right here.
That's where your valve is to hook up to black?
Right, and here's
the hose?
Well, to hook up to the sewer.
The sewer. Oh, okay.
And then what you do is you dump your black tank first.
That's dumping your black. Turning that switch up.
Yeah, and it just, see, it's got a actuator here that's air operated, and it just dumps automatically.
Do you have to lift that handle up or something?
No, it automatically will go up.
Oh, it will.
And then after you do the black, then you just do the gray. And if it's like low air or anything and looks like it's going to be slow, all you got to do is just touch that, and it just pops right up.
And there's a water. What's that for there?
This right here.
That back there.
To clean the tanks out.
Okay.
You can hook a hose up to them and just spray in there and clean the tanks.
And that one there? Same
Every
thing?
One. This is a black tank, I believe. I believe that's the black tank. And that's probably this is the black tank. I'm sorry. I see the big hose going into it.
Okay, that's
and
the
then
black.
This is conversion.
And remember that tank on the other side of the bus?
That's the pure water.
Pure water. And so that's what those things are then. And that just, even with the air, when the air is on and the bus is up, right? It'll actually push the.
No, it's just. This is just air operated. The valve's air operated.
Just opening on the gate. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay. You That's confusing, you know, for a rookie.
Yeah, it's just air operated instead of manual.
Oh, I get it. So you ain't got to be near it. So this one here, this here is, what's this?
That's storage.
Storage for hoses.
For another hose.
And then your actual.
This is your sewer line.
Oh, and it's just coming straight down underneath instead of coming out like one of these side panels.
Right.
Wow, that's weird. How do you get back in there? What's back in there?
That's just a little storage back there. That's where.
Oh, that's where all your hoses are.
And then there's another hose in here, but I use that one all the time.
Okay. And these are just extra parts and pieces.
Mm-hmm.
This is your fresh water.
That you can hook that to a hose and clean that hose out or whatever.
Wow. Okay. That gives me a little more insight on that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not really nothing too.
That's your exhaust.
Complicated.
To what?
Do what? That's the generator exhaust.
Way back here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not that far back, but yeah, that's further back than I thought it was. And these are your heater vent covers.
Right.
And now, two of them are working. This is your fridge.
This one's not working.
This one's not working. This is your fridge.
And that's
wow. That's brand new. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I see this thing you put in it. That extra shelf, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you took it out. That's where the drawer was.
The drawer was right here, and I put this shelf in for the refrigerator to sit on.
Wow. Well, there's another plug back there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get it.
And this gas line went to the refrigerator.
And then right now it doesn't have that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't run off propane at all.
Mm-hmm.
Just off of.
Just off electricity.
That means. Oh wow, I gotta go. Just off electricity. So if you're not plugged in, it runs off the generator.
Yes.
Okay, that's the only time. And when you're going down the road, it runs.
Mm-hmm.
But it's no longer propane. So when you're boondocking.
The propane refrigerator, it'd be about a quarter the size that one is as far as space.
Smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, not much.
So when that's why the engine hours are similar to the generator hours, because that particular fridge doesn't have propane.
Mm-hmm.
So while you're parked, you're running the generator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I say, when I was at the races last weekend, I got there Wednesday evening, and we didn't have a place for my camping spot, but ended up having tents and stuff in there, or tents to have tables and stuff under, and had friends from North Carolina here, and some other friends from Alabama here, and friends from North Carolina sitting there with his motorhome. This generator ran from Wednesday to Sunday when he left.
And it's no problem at all. Yeah. I used to run my truck like that all night with my.
That's what they're made for.
That's what they're made for, yeah. Wow. Well, thanks for showing me around again. I just you know, it's obviously a big decision, but I think I'm making the right one with this buying this bus instead of one of those Fleetwoods or.
Well, it's going to be a solid one. Yeah, especially if you're going to live in it. It's going to be it's solid. Everything in it's solid. You don't have to worry about keeping the roof tree.
Right.
So that Fleetwood had a rubber roof. Rubber roof don't like Florida.
No. Now, that what was I going to say now? Those lights that you had some issues with those. Not that it's a major issue or anything, but what do you think it is that they won't come down?
I think they just probably need to be greased or like WD-40 sprayed on them, where the air actuator starts working again.
Clean out the lines, maybe the lines might be no.
No, it's air. So you don't want to